There was once a young player who participated in a big football match for the first time. He wrote a letter to his father after his team had been defeated. He wrote, "Our opponents had discovered a great gap in our defense line, and that was me. Acceptance of one's shortcoming requires courage, and without accepting faults, we cannot make a social progress. The best thing is to accept that fault, and once the fault is accepted, the problem is half solved. Once a defaulter has recognized his deficiencies, it is but a short step towards betterment because it makes him put his best efforts into improving his performance. The key to all the kind of reforms is a frank acknowledgement of one's shortcomings. If a wrongdoer does not admit his mistake, then he keeps on doing it frequently. His ego does not allow him to admit his fault. And there is no way and there is no chance that one can reform himself. The humble admission of one's mistake, followed by a rational analysis, is a first step towards success. But it is very rarely that an average person or average individual manages to bring himself to the point of doing so. Whenever he is at fault, he finds it a psychological necessity to cover up his mistakes. His honor is at stake, and it is then he decides to use lies, deceit, and false arguments as a face-saving devices. This only can lead to a moral decay and degeneration. The harm done is often irreparable, and in the long run, he frequently finds himself forced to pay for his initial mistakes with his honor, reputation, career, and sometimes with his very life. If people could swallow their pride sufficiently at the stage where they did a mistake, then their admission of fault can reset their course towards their success with a clear vision. But if a wrongdoer keeps on doing it, believe me, nothing can save him. And he is the one who is destroying his future and his life.